It's a guaranteed entity dub. That's a nomad guarantee right there. And yeah, I think this is going to be 1-1. I just like the synergies. I like the counters. I like everything about it. Let's see what it can pull off in game number 2.
I'm so sorry for anyone who just blindly believed you then.
He is the analyst, not me. I can say what I want with zero repercussions. That's the rules.
That's pretty fair, actually. Yeah, good scapegoat.
I'm willing to use that. I'm going to pull that card out every time I can. What people don't realize. Toro cowering under his tier 1 tower. Entity looking around. Obviously, they'll be looking for something. They got that hook.
He's already just clearing the illusion by himself. Oh, the trees aren't. The illusion's very different.
Oh, he lands it! He lands it! Watson! Absolute VAC on that one. That was phenomenal. Tips coming out. Voice lines coming out.
Yo, Nomad, sorry, I got an Overwatch case that just came through. Give me a second, I can't even speak.
Yeah, I gotta deal with that one.
Yeah, the Overwatch case is just too powerful. Do I report him or what? Like, what the hell was that?
That was crazy. What a hook to start things off. Well, we talked about momentum. We talked about how NC might be losing a little bit after their defeat versus Team Spirit, but you know, just little things like that can really kind of rally the team and bring it back around. So let's see it. Gabbi going for the block here as well. Knows that things are going to be a little bit awkward, so just trying to make them even more so. Get the block off, ruin the lane. Being as annoying as an axe can be. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, we're going to have Stormstormer on the TA versus Larl on the Conquer. We saw this matchup early on. In the early matchup, did take a while for the TA to actually get that refraction. Went for Meld instead, which kind of hurt the lane a bit, but this time around should be getting that refraction pretty early on, so should be a fine matchup. But Larl actually doing pretty sick on Nice straight off the bat.
Again, this is a matchup of farm between both of the heroes. You really are just shocked if either of them do get killed off. So, yeah, I expect this just to be quite farm heavy. And the side lanes have quite a lot of kill threat on either side. At any minute, a magic missile into blood grenade and hook, that could be a kill. On one side, you then have the leech seed, blood grenade, and battle hunger with immense amount of slows. So the side lanes really are going to be a test of Spirit's positioning and not getting too aggressive in a lane that Entity could just thrive in and find early cheap kills to help us accelerate what is a really kind of just like early game centric style lineup of farm 2 items and go, go, go.
What are those 2 items? Like, what are the main timings we're going to be looking at?
For Pudge, it's going to be probably like Vanguard Aghanims. For TA, it's going to be the Blink Desolator. And then Axe, of course, just Blink Blade Mail. Maybe like Vanguard Blink Blade Mail. But within that realm of like 10k net worth on these heroes is the time for Roshan to smoke, to pick off, to just be very fluid on the map. And the Spirit is just delay that as long as possible. Don't forget that there is a Muerta in the game, a hero that does need a little bit more time than usual.
Again, I'll be interested to see how Yatoro plays this one out, what kind of build he's looking at. Obviously, early on, it's the same thing every time, but after that Maelstrom, that's when the variation starts to take place. People will go for Dragon Larl, maybe it's like Mjolnir, it's Collapse actually dying. Wow, bottom lane, a little bit too much. It comes through, and down he goes.
It's just like the meta version of what Entity used to do with their Pudge. It used to always be Pudge CM, and now with missing the hook, but with Venge being popular, point and click stun into hook, like it just kind of just the lane plays itself. Have your mana, have resources, see hero, get them under that tower straight away. And gotta be careful.
Meanwhile, in the middle lane, nothing is happening. It is trading farm as expected. More denies on the Conquer, but TA doesn't really care. She's just last hitting regardless. More last hits on her. Kataomi. Gonna be alright at top. It's very threatening with the dead shot and the cooling. Damn, just throwing out these dead shots off cooldown, huh?
Just spamming spells. They have the Lotus in play, so maybe he's just going, you know what? I'm going to use it soon anyway from my HP, so might as well just use some mana.
Especially when you're playing squishy range heroes, it's very nice to just try and keep them low on resources. I think that's the important thing. It just kind of allows you to just keep on stopping them from running at you. They can't run at you if they're on half HP. Yeah, that's the logic here.
And also I feel like this lane, you know there's this like inevitable moment where Gabbi picks up Vanguard, and your ability to right-click him down out of the lane is going to be quite difficult. If you just use absolutely everything in the first 6 minutes, then it might make the Vanguard 7 or 8 minutes into the lane, and just give a little bit more life to the safe lane of Team Spirit. Especially with Miposhka going for the heal plus enchant build. And we actually do see Yay going down. With Mira TPing into mid lane with Larl having the X at level 4.
Step lively now.
Able to get the
Your
kill.
admiral is on board.
That's surprising, but Inkswell's a hell of an ability these days, and yeah, that absolutely sets up for the kill onto the Templar Assassin. Pulled out. I mean, that's going to be a bit of a game changer. It's going to give Larl a pretty early level 6. And that's going to allow him to kind of make the first big rotation of the game with the ghost ship. There's nobody who can really survive a conquer rotation if he catches you off guard, so always going to be on guard for that one now. You know, Gabbi getting jumped a little bit here. Yatoro,
So much damage.
have enough mana. Nice little jump there on the tree with the dead shot. They'll need a bit more. Well, they're going to find it. The Warpine Raider trying to find him, but they won't run him down. Gabbi's going to live. He'll have to TP back to base. That'll be okay.
And this is where this type of build from John is so powerful. Oh, and they kill the courier.
Lane. Fishman, he got thrown back by the pigeon, which is never a fun way to start a fight. And they almost managed to catch him out. Collapse being very, very annoying. Be a little bit careful with these quills stacking up as well down here.
Did you just call the Wandering Ripper a pigeon?
Yeah.
When has anyone ever called it a pigeon?
I'm not saying Wild Wing Ripper. I don't get time in my life for that sort of thing.
Do you think anyone understood you when you said pigeon?
Cultured individuals.
That's true. Do you want to start the pigeon movement?
Yeah, making it a thing.
Alright, fair enough. Cool. No, I'm done.
I was sticking by it.
I'm just bamboozled. Oh.
I mean, they do just randomly shit on you when you're walking past them, and they just fire you into 3 enemies. You're like, all right, bro, whatever, man. Fine.
Radiant are
Yeah,
scared.
pretty much.
Away. So,
Alright, fair play.
it tracks.
They're probably one of the worst birds in existence, so can't complain.
Rude but true. The Crow Pigeon team going to be coming at you now. Stormstormer in a bit of trouble. Larl hitting level 6. Not dropping a ghost ship though. Even though he does have a double damage bottle, but you can see the kill opportunity, which is kind of surprising. I feel like there was an opportunity there, but with Kataomi sitting right behind him, wasn't willing to commit.
Yeah, just a little bit of poke there.
Your admiral is on
And I think if anything, just force the TA out of the jungle and then continue farming up. And I feel like right now, that's kind of the aim for Spirit.
Radiant are
So overplay your
scared.
hand. If any of the aggression comes close to the towers, that's when they'll go for play. Double wisdom going the way of entity. Fishman able to steal it off. Perhaps even peeking back for the kill.
As well.
Yeah.
Fishman not going to waste the TP. Not with that X-Well coming on down. No chance of getting out of that
Dire's
one.
bottom tower
Dies
is
for the
under
Wisdom
attack.
Rune. I mean, how do you feel about this? Is this a win, dying for the Wisdom Rune?
Yeah, I would always argue that double wisdom and a +5 death rate is pretty good. So just look at the scoreboard. You've got 2 supports at level 5 compared to a level 3 and level 4 inside of Spirit. And that's just because of the wisdom rune value. And Larl who TP top.
Trying to break some ankles right now, but with the X marked upon him, things will no longer be broken, and the ultimate gets popped from the Muerta as well, just ripping into Gabbi here, but he's taking a ton of damage at the same time as well. The spins were close enough. Yatoro might be losing his life here. They'll need a little bit more, and they're not going to find it. He gets away on the Muerta. They get absolutely nothing for their axe death. And Larl does make the rotation happen with the double damage rune at
Your
last.
admiral is on board.
I was so close to Yatoro dying. Of course, one buff helping out there, keeping him alive with that delayed damage.
Yes, sir.
The rotation from Larl, very important, very key. I'm doing quite nicely.
That was just like a little glimpse of what is to come though. Like when Gabbi is close to the Muerta, she's just gonna get blended. Gabbi becomes mode blender,
Bounty.
mode Beyblade, or other spinning top unbranded toy.
Just look at the quick buy of TA right now.
hammers.
Oh, she just
God.
changed it. I'm so sorry. I baited you. She had 4 missile hammers. It looked really ugly. But no, she's going for the Dragon Lance, going for the Desolator. I still feel like it is. Oh, nice hook.
Cute. Very cute. But they've seen the stack now. Now,
Leech the
now
XP.
they're salivating. Oh, it's
Wasn't
a
even running back
brute.
in.
He wants it bad, but Fishman wants it a little bit too bad. He's now in a very awkward situation and it's going to get cut down. I think he has to pull it. Oh, nice hook onto Mira though. That's going to be a nice catch and we'll get him the kill. One for our support, but collapse. He's looking for Kataomi here. Kataomi doesn't have enough mana to TP out. Now has the one, but it's too little, too late.
Oh,
And does do so. Very cute.
Very nice of him.
Goodbye, clowns. Rude.
They look like they're trying to go into Gabbi once again. Going for TPing in. They got the slow, but with the pig pole. Nothing up to
He's moving, but unfortunately not quite moving enough. I want to try and somehow turn this one around, but that's not going to happen. He's going to get dropped. Kind of surprised he just turned around into all of them and just call and get enough damage off the spin, but he believed he could survive that one, and that's what's important.
Yeah, I think once you start seeing some missed torrents, some missed dead shots, you're like, oh, there's a chance, there's a chance.
Maybe.
It does come through in the end. What's the network looking right now? I think it's an incredibly even game.
This is a big kill, though. This is a really big kill. Caught out, going for the power rune. Stormstormer brings him down with the help of Kataomi and Fishman. It's one thing I feel like isn't talked about enough in Dota, and that's level 6 on supports. It's I don't know if it's talked about a lot, but maybe even more, because it's so important. If you have supports who have good ultimates, you can make so much more happen on the map and just be so much more threatening with less heroes.
Yeah, and the key thing is they need to do that because Axe is the one that is most starved of all the cores. He's 1,000 behind the mid lane of Kunkka, nearly 1,500 behind his counterpart, the opponent's Bristleback. So they need to make these moves on entities to give Gabbi a little bit more time, just so he can sync up with the other cores with that mid game that we're mentioning for entities so many times. It doesn't help that every time Gabbi tries to be that classic Axe near a lane, just Miposhka comes in, Yatoro comes in, and already half HP again. Each hit just chunking through Gabbi so hard. One more hit.
Pretty problematic. Gabbi on the run, trying to get away. Yatoro won't be able to run him down. Doesn't have the mana for the dead shot. Knew an attributes there wouldn't be enough, so he does get away this time around. And meanwhile, they did land a tasty little hook onto Mira and brings down the Grimstroke once again, as well as the middle tier 1 tower, which is probably more importantly.
It's just so much action happening around that entity, trying to make the space. Meanwhile, then Spirit also trying to get the kills during the fact that it's like, oh, wait a second, they're trying to make some space for the Axe. Let's not allow that. Yeah, Larl was going for the Blade Melt. And what build did Mira go for? He went for the 2-1 thing, 2-1-2 build with that? That's cool. 2-1-3 build. Didn't even go for a point in his ultimate. To be fair, Grimstroke ultimate is one of those spells that you can skip at 6. You can sometimes get it at 7 or 8. Just because of how important the rest of your spells are. He's one of the most spammable supports in the game with what he can provide in a fight. So yeah, not too opposed to him skipping his ultimate. Yeah.
It does work with Deadshot though, which is kind of cool. And it fires in the opposite direction, I believe. So you can like quadruple Deadshot people, which is incredibly strong, but not a combo we see very often.
Yeah. And Mira does go for another point in Inkswell. So at level 7, he's got max Inkswell. He's looking to get that 15-minute shard. And yeah. Pretty cool timings potentially coming up from Spirit. Especially if Collapse can get the Aghanims. Ooh.
A little bit of a go.
An XD from Collapse as well. It was pretty XD, to be fair. It was pretty XD. Kataomi tried to go for a max range overgrowth. Fishman's like, no, you're gonna miss it. I'll hit the missile. And yeah, it was just out of range, so yeah. Bit awkward.
I mean, I have high standards for XDs, and I'm not sure it was worthy.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It was a misfired XD.
Miss.
We'll leave it to the council to decide his fate. But
Let's see if there's any. No, I think the council has decided it was an XC as well.
Radiant's bottom tower
Okay.
is under attack.
Well, Miposhka.
Haste.
A little bit of trouble. Gabbi's kind of not really able to get in and get up the goal. Everything's nice, but the silence was already down from Yatoro and just completely blocked Gabbi off from getting in and getting the call off. So, again, it's another awkward situation, and Gabbi was really struggling to have an impact on the game. And X-Master's outflow is going to follow as well. But nice one coming through. That's going to bring down Yatoro. Great moves from Watson, as once again, he's keeping his team alive. Miposhka trying to get the TP out, and actually, they are out of stuns. Gabbi will not be able to close the gap and get to the Berserker's call. So, again, Berserker's call just kind of completely unused throughout this entire engagement.
Oh, Larl, he's TPing.
Watson does throw out the hook regardless, but too little, too late.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I just realized that also Entity have Myrtle on their team as well.
No, don't get it.
Hodge and
Dire's
Medics.
top tower is under attack.
Ah, I see, yes.
Alright,
He is
alright.
also dressed in a similar way.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Either way, Fax has the acronyms in about 100 gold.
For my coffers.
How big is that?
Now, your admiral is
Pretty
on
big,
board.
because you don't have the blink
Radiant's
on that.
middle tower is
So,
under attack.
yeah.
Dire's top tower is under
think-
attack.
It should actually be a very good timing for them.
Blessings.
The question is not about the bristle and the axe, it's more is the rest of the team ready to utilize the bristle and the axe. Like, Mira's trying to farm his shards still, he's 300 gold away.
Radiant's
Yatoro
middle
is
tower
heavily
is
in the
under
farm
attack.
game because he's only got a Maelstrom to his name. It's not like he's got like Dragon Lance, Falcon, Maelstrom, like enough cheap items to maybe be tanky enough to fight. So it does kind of feel like it will be Bristle plus Kunkka and supports versus the world, which is kind of what you expected with Muerta. Like, I don't think we were anticipating Muerta to be in these fights.
Step
I would argue that Spirit should look to at least try and pressure some of these towers once Bristle is ready to fight, and he's already diving the tower, forcing out a TP with the X.
Radiant's
Fishman
bottom
needs to go
tower
down,
is under
and the
attack.
first tower
It's with you.
should, in theory, now fall for the side of Team Spirit.
And a somewhat kind of
Radiant's
usual for Team
bottom
Spirit at this
tower
point,
has
where they're
fallen.
just not really like super aggressive in the early game, even though they do seem to have some nice advantages here and there. They're not really trying to push it too hard. They're just going for what they can and waiting for their timings, but when they hit those timings, you'll know it. Toro, he's going to be the guy
Radiant's
just
bottom
farming up at the
tower is
moment,
under attack.
looking for the Mjolnir, or Mjolnir. Mjolnir going to be the first purchase, as usual. People are generally starting to decide that just getting the Mjolnir first is way too value. Attack speed on this hero, once you have the Maelstrom, it just becomes ridiculously worthwhile as well. Look at him there, he's got a shield and Watson. He doesn't give a damn though. He's got his Aghanim's available on Pudge, so he's
Carrying this
digging
pull.
out damage, but now they've got to be careful. Right back into everybody. Oh my god, the damage coming out from Team Spirit. It is so much. Entity is not here to deal with it.
Radiant's middle tower
Fighter is
is
dead
under
in the
attack.
blink of an eye. That was
Radiant
such a
structures are
fast
fortified.
team wipe. Into the blender of the bristle back, into the damage of the Muerta.
3,800 damage from Bristle,
Radiant's
3,000 from the
middle tower
Kunkka,
has fallen.
2,000 from Murta as well. Like Yatoro had to stop hitting. He was like, oh, the Blade Round's about to kill me. And the entire engagement from Entity, it was Pudge going by himself, Kunkka got off the boat. We're going to see the replay here.
Easy.
Like, you have the
What's
shield
the
rune on
bristle?
low, but look how quick he gets the boat off. And then at this point, just look at Gabbi and his contribution. He walks in, he thinks he might have Blink Dagger or something, but he just pulls nothing. And everyone just goes down instantly.
Oh my god. The shot on Kunkka, just tearing them back into that bristle, back into Muerta. Oh no.
You're playing Bristle back.
Not done yet.
Your top net worth, and Tony's going to go down as well. This is where Spirit can just break apart this game. Entity are yet to hit their stride. You're still waiting for the Deso. You're still waiting for the tankiness and Pudge. Like, yes, you got the Aghanim's, but Armor's not really your best friend now.
It's starting to get
And
messy
Watson
here. They've lost
might get-
one. X is there. They'll throw it down. Not going to connect. But she is going to help him a lot against the bristle damage, but not nearly enough. Never mind, it didn't help at all. I don't know what I'm saying. Collapse just tore through him regardless. I was like, yeah, small instances of damage, you know, just some quills coming out, but no, doesn't matter.
The Spirit, they just play
Radiant's
such methodical
bottom
team
tower
Dota,
is
right? They draft the heroes, and some teams aren't very good at truly knowing like what is our peak timing, but here it's 16 minutes, 50 minutes. It felt like shard timings was their key moment. The Grimstroke buying his shard, the Kunku with his shard, and at that
Dire's
point
top
just go
tower is under
take the
attack.
fight. And if Entity wants to try and fight us, how are they going to kill? Like TA,
Radiant's
she opted to go
middle
for the
tower
Blink
is
Dagger
under
before the
attack.
Desolator. She wasn't really threatening with that big Meld Strike. And then we've yet to really see everyone sync up. I think Gabbi picking up the Blink Dagger will be a big moment. He is 20 gold shy though.
Oh no.
And he does nice
Not a
offlane.
great time to die.
Is on board.
Oh, but they are looking to try and go Roshan now. Stormstormer and Fishman are going into it. Meld Strike is the plus wave.
Anti-armor
Radiant are
friendship.
scanning.
Does Spirit have a scan?
You know?
Radiant's bottom tower
Yeah, this
is
is a
under
radiant
attack.
scan. I don't think they're sniffing this one out. Oh, but Entity backing away regardless. Oh, they scanned the area and saw that they were nearby. If Team Spirit don't go and check the Roche pit now, this is a tragedy for Entity.
It seems like they checked for the dead shot.
We're good, we're good, we're good.
And then they go in bottom because it is about to turn daytime, so they're just going to secure the radiant side of the map and get themselves an Aegis.
Yeah, nice try. Also a good scan too to get themselves away. And Gabbi now has a Blink Dagger, and we need to see something special happening here. We need the Entity hopping off of it.
Did they use two smokes there? I think they just used two smokes.
It's fine, it's fine.
Radiant
I don't-
are
Yeah, yeah.
scanning.
No one saw.
Alright, this Roshan half HP.
Dire are scanning.
Entity are going to be late to this, but they might still take the fight post Roshan.
I think they should. I think they have to.
Has fallen
We
to
need
the
to make
tower.
something happen right now. Things are coming out though. They've seen Watson. Now they don't have a choice. Now they leave.
Look at the mill bunch.
Gabbi, oh no! The backline's overgrowth coming through, but both the axe and the punch getting caught out in the same combo from the Conker. Gabbi, he's just not having a game right now.
It just looked absolutely perfect for them. They were all bunched up, 4 heroes. You could feel the call coming in. You wanted to scream Gabby's name.
I had it on. It was on the tip of my tongue.
But the calling from Water, from Yatoro, able just to cancel that Blink Dagger. And then Tree also goes down.
Ooh, it's becoming tragic for the side of Entity. They're really struggling to make anything happen in this game. This axe pick just has not worked out for them whatsoever. Yeah, Stormstormer's got some money, but Watson had some nice hooks, but it's just not coming together as a team right now.
I feel like though the argument for this is the type of game where it's like if they hit the call, there's always that comeback potential, right? Like if they can just maybe dodge the Aegis for a little bit, maybe 3 minutes and 43 seconds.
Gold for my chest.
Find the Muerta that one time. It only takes one call to kill her off.
This is true. White is strong now. She's big. Larl is very
Radiant's
far
top
forward.
tower is
I
under
don't really
attack.
care. Mira sitting behind that shard. So scary.
You asked about the itemization for Yatoro, and he is going for the multiple forms of anti-axe.
Radiant's top
He's
tower
got
has
just the
fallen.
tankiness of the Dragon Lance, kind of Hurricane Pike. So when the axe blinks in, if he's quick enough, he can force dodge the call. He's also going Manta
Radiant's
to
top
try and
tower is under
do those
attack.
late game dodges where it's like I throw
Dire's
out an
middle
illusion,
tower
he
is
calls
under
the illusion,
attack.
not my main hero. So 2 items that are pretty good against axe, and yeah, we'll get to see him
Radiant's
trying to
top
play into
tower
that.
has fallen.
They just took
Dire's
the
middle
enemy's
tower
like
is under
tormentor
attack.
without barely even thinking about it.
Radiant's
And they don't have
top
their shots
tower is
anyway.
under
It's just
attack.
denying them off the side of Entity.
Dire's
So rude.
bottom tower is under attack.
Fishman,
Radiant's
not in a
top
good
tower
spot
is
right now.
under
X marks Torrent, gonna come down onto him, and there's the bristleback tearing through him. Collapse is gone. Yatoro now just dealing damage to the tower. Doing its work. He has a growth to get the hook onto Larl reliably. That's not bad. Gets the one. What more can they get? Yatoro popping the ultimate here just to bring down Kataomi. Goodness gracious. Fair enough.
Gabby hit the call.
Gabbi has found it. Onto Collapse, and that's doing a lot of damage there. Warpath giving his damage up and allowing that blade mail just to tear through him. They'll find Mira as well. Now look over towards Yatoro. Yatoro is slightly harder to target. He's got the Aegis to work with, but no appears to fail. Stormstormer can now just start tearing into him, and all of a sudden,
Miposhka on the high ground.
wide open for Entity, but look at the high ground. I mean, Miposhka doing a fair amount of work here, and now using Sporing just to back himself away. Hook is there though, onto the Muerta. Muerta, she's not surviving this one. Another dunk for Gabbi. They've managed to put it together, and Team Spirit are falling apart. 5 heroes dead on the side of Team Spirit. Entity make the high ground defense happen.
That's exactly what we're talking about. It just takes that one chance for Spirit. They move to the high ground with the Aegis, but a little bit sloppy positioning. You've got Kunkka to the left-hand side, kind of in that secondary path area. That's not a safe place to be when you're sieging the high ground, especially against a Pudge. And on top of that, then Gabbi, he finally hits a call, gets that bristle back to face the correct way. Stormstormer laying into him, belly side, not backside. And yeah, they kill him quite quickly. So Spirit, they played quite an impeccable 20 minutes, but they need to be careful. And Steve's lineup, it's many layers of pick off and poke and nuisance when they're in that high ground position.
Again, breaking the fights. That's what it's all about. Another one of these drafts are just going to thrive if you can hook somebody out, get them out of position.
Step lively now. Your admiral is
Things
on
are going to look much easier for them. Well, Stormstormer's running around. I mean, he's got himself a shield rune. Pretty good.
Actually going Silver Edge as well. That's pretty cool. So he's tanking with his shield rune that you mentioned. He's going for Silver Edge, so that when Collapse wants to step up, one quick break on top of the call. You don't even need to call him at that point. You just need to hook him or swap him or anything. And Stormstormer, he's found Mira.
Possible.
That's a little bit, yeah. I was actually expecting them to follow up and go for the Muerta, because Kataomi did actually have his hands on him, but the team was distracted, and actually pretty good from Kataomi to realize that and not commit the overgrowth for it. I kind of think he should have done it, but well, I'll keep it for the fight.
Radiant
It's very
are scanning.
important having the engagements.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Gabbi, he's searching. He's starting to feel it. He's starting to believe.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Larl is going to show, but he's got that X marks coming out onto him, so
They had no yawls. It's always a fun mechanic against Kunkka, just yawsing up in the X and then he just
Dire's bottom
returns to the
tower is
origin of the
under
yawls
attack.
rather than the X.
yep. Uh-oh moment. Always entertaining.
Gabbi's picked up the BKB as well.
Oh, he can't be found first, but I think he's going to be the X marks out on him. BKB is available, though. They might not be expecting this right off the bat. The drop is there. Why can't be back? And now Gabbi can maybe look to engage as they silenced up and can't get off the call at the moment. And they're just going to back themselves away. However, they've already lost Miposhka and Fishman. Both supports being trailing. Collapse is not giving Watson a chance to get out of this one. In fact, he's just going for the TP out on Watson. Can they get off the X marks? No, they cannot. Conqueror is long gone. Too low in health to continue this fight, but Collapse, he just keeps on going, keeps on looking for Fishman. Watson tries to land the hook, misses it on VAC as Collapse does just get himself away.
Yeah, I think if anything, you just need to respect the positioning of the game. You know, the fact that Gabbi's just walking through the river, he's having to use his BKB to disengage from the fight, not initiate on top of a key hero to enable Stormstormer.
For my coffee.
I think a little bit of team play is lacking from Entity in game 1, in game 2. It's a little bit of a shaky performance against Spirit here, and they're going to need to clean up if they are to try and truly come back into this game. I think we saw that top tier 3, how efficient their heroes were when they were used beautifully in conjunction, but when it's as fragmented as we're seeing it right now, it's going to be so difficult for them to actually kind of convert on some of these fights. Where are we ending up?
Gabbi was going to get caught again there. The X just behind him. He would have had the BKB, but I really want to see these BKBs going to use aggressively. How else is this to go again? I feel like if they're the ones making the fights, like starting the fights, making the plays, then I'm not sure what can really go wrong for them.
I just want to see Yatoro get... Oh, here he jumped. He
doesn't he get jumped? Gabbi trying to call him. Multiple full stops coming on down though, but the silence is there. They're going to bring him down regardless. Yatoro, he's gone. And beautiful hook comes down onto Larl as well. And he's already throwing down the X, but with the BKB he's coming, it's not going to do a damn thing. Surely Larl gets punished for this one, but with the side of Team Spirit behind him, they don't feel like they can fight on the side of Entity. They're just going to leave Stormstormer for dead, but Stormstormer doing a pretty good job fighting up by himself, but Collapse will claim him. He's now trying to get himself out of this one as well. Cool TP will survive through it for now, as Kataomi kind of came on the sidelines and just gave his life as Collapse just taking down everyone. Spirit takes down one carry and the other pops up.
Yeah. And it just boils down to how efficient Entity are with their initiation. Pudge jumps Yatoro, but then Gabbi's secondary initiation just wasn't as clean. He wasn't able to hit that instant blade mail cool on top of Yatoro. There was a 4-star that Hurricane Pike disengage, and then Gabbi's now suddenly just running back over to chase him down, and because of that, it buys enough time for Spirit to start throwing in their spells to chip down the fight. We are going to see the highlight here. Boom, look at that. Goes for the call, misses it. Then they have to use additional spells and resources to get there. And at that point, the Soulbind, the boat, you quickly kill with the Venge. You then re-engage to the main part of the fight. And I think Miposhka did excellent here, because he instantly identified the axe. He repositions here. He actually, his Sprink hit the axe to prevent that next call coming into play.
Blink, yeah.
So you rarely see Sprink actually be that game like clutch in a fight, but because he used it and he just cancelled that blink dagger.
Actually,
it was off camera, but super important.
It wasn't a Sprink. It was
it a specialist
array?
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Weirder because they weren't. They weren't instances, so
even better. Specialist array, OP. Yeah, good point.
Really?
It wasn't. Yeah, nice.
Crack shot going to work.
Good catch. Good catch.
And now Yatoro finishes off his man style, so the silence is not going to be as effective in the next engagement, and that was a pretty big deal, to be fair. Also, another thing Yatoro loves doing, which I've seen from his pub games, is getting the shard early on the Moeta. And this game especially, like, already 10 stacks on the spell anthem. That's basically 10% bonus damage.
They found Watson.
That's not a good target. The sword comes down, but the X is there already, and they just drag it back into the middle. Very good. Trying to dismember his way through it, and he's actually doing a decent job. Stormstormer takes down Yatoro on the back lines. Maybe they can still make this one happen. Gabbi trying to get away, because once again, Miposhka's just chasing him down on the Enchantress. So damn annoying for Gabbi not to be able to make re-engagements in this fight. Every time he enters the fight, Miposhka's just on Gabbi every single time. He loves him.
This is the type of the point in the game where it's like, if Entity just had any other hero as their carry instead of Pudge, it's like, then you could argue, okay, it's fine, because Axe kills off the Muerto, and then our carry can deal with their Bristleback because he's buying that Scardy or something, or like some Silver Edges. They're missing that one component to kill everything. They're good at killing one, but not killing multiples. And the Spirit then collapses. He's like, sure, I could be the carry of this game. Sure. Entity. Finally kill off. Oh, collapse. They broke him. Anything else?
It doesn't seem like there's enough damage. Gabbi can't get off the blink once again. Nice usage. I believe that was the hairball cancelling that one.
Yeah, I think it was, yeah.
He had hard to get on these calls. It's actually ridiculous. And listening, that's not ideal. And he should be dead here. No BKB to get him out of dodge this time around. Once again, you know, they're just trying to hammer some damage out onto Collapse. Gabbi does find himself in a weird situation here. He's not trying to go for the reset. He doesn't have health, and he's just going to try and blink himself away to safety. He doesn't want to try and re-engage. It seems that Watson is going to be left all by himself. Yatoro gets upon him, and they'll just take him down. Only they're trying to find him in the tree lines here. He's going for the TP out, and he is successful in doing so.
Really important though. Yes, Entity is fight, but look at Gabbi's positioning. It's a daytime Roshan, and they have a trap in the pit. Gabbi, he struggled to hit some of these calls, but if there ever was a time to hit
so much, but they're checking with
They didn't even scan. They were just checking. Team Spirit, they're too damn smart.
They really are too good. You read him like a goddamn book.
Dire's middle tower.
Not even a good book.
Has fallen to death.
Picture book.
Oh, picture good. Picture books are good too. There you go. Took me a bit to get there.
The color by numbers, man.
Yeah.
Yep, things just not really coming together for Entity in this game. Sure, they had one really nice high ground defense, and since then we've seen signs of greatness, but just signs. No real commitment to winning a fight since then. So now,
For my
Stormstormer,
coffin.
with the amount of farm Yatoro has, the amount of farm that Collapse has, and really start to put the pain into Entity. I'm not sure they'll be ending the game with its Aegis, honestly. They'll probably just keep them inside the base and continue to a massive advantage.
Are scanning.
Stormstormer. He just cutting away. Doesn't care about the bristleback. Doesn't know where he's bringing him down. That boy too big. He's got a cheese to go with it as well, so good luck.
I'm trying to think of how Entity gets back into this game, and obviously the easy answers are wait out the Aegis, split the map. But it does feel like it's
Radiant's
going to
Put a
bottom tower
Stormstormer.
is under
Let's
attack.
go.
Hey, Ag's Rapier. Why is Ag's in contention?
For the TA, just to split the map more.
Oh, okay.
Game forever.
I see. Don't just leave. No, the thing is with Ags on TA, it's like, it's such a weird item because you're basically sacrificing a Daedalus or, you know, the Silver Edge. Like, you're basically taking away a big item slot just to make the game more rat heavy. It's such a weird item for this hero.
Dire's top
Of
tower
course, there are
is
games
under
that work
attack.
out really well, but
Dire's
yeah.
structures are
You
fortified.
can get it from Roadshow if you're just like super farm already and
Yeah,
just get it
exactly.
as a blessing straight up, then it's
Yeah.
like
Dire's top
so
tower
annoying
is
to
under attack.
super,
Yeah,
super
I agree.
annoying, but
Buying it always feels kind of wrong. Giving it, oof. I'll take a slice of that.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
No.
I think this might be playtime. Let's see. Certainly will be the final last straight off the bat. Stormstormer going to start taking chunks out of him, but I think chunks is maybe generous. He's only just got it down to half HP. Gonna have to force the buybacks right now as BKB comes out from Stormstormer, just trying to get inside the base. Nice hook, comes across, but it's still on for Larl. He's a tanky boy. But why bring down the Yatoro? And what coming out from Fishman? Holy moly, that is perfect, and that's gonna allow him to take down Yatoro as well. Now, can they get him on life number 2? Lady Dagger will be available in just a second. The hook
Another
is there. Manta dodge non-successful. Down goes Yatoro again. Another high ground. Another disaster for the side of Team Spirit. Collapse still trying to make something from this one as they have found Mira on the sideline. He's going to TP out. Not going to happen. Another day, another hook, another kill for Watson as they bring down 3 on the side of Team Spirit. And it's not over yet. Gabbi closing the gap onto Collapse. They want to try and control this guy up. You got to stay away from the from blender mode. That's now gone. Kataomi
Link up in one.
running him down as well. Oh my god, this guy's fast.
The high ground
Well,
is
still get
so
down.
powerful for Entity. You've got Swap, you've got Hook, you've got the vision from the tree, the eventual call from Gabbi. He's had a rough game, but at your tier 3s, it's going to be much easier to hit. The fight
Dire's
starts
middle
with
tower
quite
is
a
under attack.
aggressive overgrowth, instant death from tree, and it kind of baits Spirit into an idea of, wait, we can get them. This location of a fight is always so
Dire's
awkward.
middle
You
tower
can't pass
has
that gate
fallen.
area. You then have a free setup of Hook into Call,
Dire's
and
middle
Fishman
tower
is beautifully in
is under
position to go for your turret.
Dire's
Again,
structures
such a
are
weird place to
fortified.
take a fight. You're going next to that gate where on the Dire side you cannot walk through it. You're kind of hoping just to throw damage over the top of it. And Entity, they lap up this opportunity
Dire's top tower
and
is
just
under
completely
attack.
pick apart the positioning. This is not even a fight
Dire's
from
top
Spirit. This
tower
is just
is
like a
fallen.
weird scrap of death.
Yeah, you got to be more disciplined than that, especially against Entity. You know, they're a great team. They've taken games off some of the top teams in the EU region all year long.
The Dire vision right now, if this game gets even more, like slightly even, is incredibly awkward. Just have a little look at the minimap, guys. There's 2 Dire wards in the Radiant base, a Dire ward at the mid Radiant tier 2, and a Dire ward at the bottom Radiant tier 2. Like, this vision screams, get me out of this game. And if Entity just get past those wards, then Spirit are kind of playing into the darkness, into the fog.
Yeah, it's scary. Very scary indeed.
Radiant's courier has been killed. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Fishman definitely stepping up in that
Dire's
last
top
fight as
tower
well.
is under attack.
What is the first time in the world I've had a support MVP? Because he's been playing very, very well this game. That's serious, in fact. Of course, it's a long way off, and they'd have to win for that to happen, which, you know, I still wouldn't say feels likely. It's still 14k gold advantage for Team Spirit. Mercer still a beast, but
Your admiral is
again,
on
like,
board.
yeah, she's got, like,
Even
Manta,
better
she's got
when I
Hurricane
fire
Pike, she's got
twice.
Silver Edge. Still, it has to be said, anytime in a fight, if the Axe able to get upon her, she will die 100-0.
My sprites are with
It's a
us.
very, very tricky prospect for Team Spirit to play into. But they found Gabbi on the side. And once again, Gabbi, he's having a tough time of playing this game himself. EKB's going to have to be used. This isn't really ideal, and he might be just dead regardless. Yatoro's got a double damage. Oh my god. Runs him down. Gabbi is gone. Now you have no axe. 80 seconds, no buyback. That is going to be tough. Stormstormer's trying to get the lane out right now. Oh my goodness, Mira trying to blow up Stormstormer. Storm has a BKB, now needs to leave, but doesn't have mana to TP out. Just leaves it. He will have it.
Look at
soon.
mid lane.
Inside the face,
Radiant's
Kataomi's
middle
already
tower
dead.
is under
Hello.
attack.
Two fights going on at once as finally. Oh no! Try to TP out, but Yatoro fights him.
Radiant are scanning.
What? I have no idea how he
Radiant's
managed to
middle
find that
tower
one.
is under attack.
And just throw out the dead shot, see if it hits.
Standing here.
Oh, Stormstormer.
Radiant's middle barracks
Again,
are
cheeky
under
with it,
attack.
that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Yatoro knows where it's gone though. He's got his number. What is going on? Meanwhile, their base is
Just
falling
losing
apart,
mid.
by the way, as
Yeah.
as Glenn is correctly pointing out. But over here, we've got this kind of carry battle going
Radiant's
on,
middle
which is kind of
barracks has fallen.
entertaining.
Radiant's
comes
middle
in,
just goes
barracks
bottom.
has fallen.
His team's taking the bait and he moves the
We want
bot
to team
lane.
Raxton, yeah.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Just some
Radiant's
silly
top
things
tower
happening.
It is
right
the
now.
opposite of last game, to be fair. Yatoro was doing all the heavy lifting on the building damage, and this time like, you know what, guys, you got it. Oh, Soulbind.
Radiant's top tower is
Double
fallen.
X. Pretty cool. Into boat. Very nice. Taking down Fishman. Up to 53. Trent will be coming back soon enough. But you need
They
to
don't have
defend
a
the
wave
base.
right now. Okay, they're grabbing bot wave with boots of travel.
It's really tough to hold this high ground. Collapse is coming in, and he's just so big at this point. He's got armor, he's got health, he's got regen, he's got lifesteal, spell lifesteal. And a truckload damage if you stay in that bristleback range. It's brutal. Cheese as well, for
Radiant's
good
bottom
measure.
tower is
Sure,
under
he's
attack.
slow. What does that matter? The TA was desolated, the TA was silver. It doesn't matter at all. I mean, the hook comes down. Kataomi gives his life to get off the overgrowth, which allows him to get the hook onto Larl. Larl still
past
absolutely
cheese.
fine. They're playing past the cheese on the side of Team Spirit, unless Larl's turn with it at the moment. They're just dealing with the buildings right now. Gabbi trying to find himself a target and bring down Yatoro. That's what I was talking about. They get the kill. Gabbi doing the work, but now he's being plagued by rainbows. He is actually going to be able to survive this for the time being, but Mira's going to get top of him as well. Blink across the way. Gabbi, he's not going to live through this one.
The
Collapse
hairball.
taps him with the hairball. Buyback from the Pudge. They're going to have to come back
Radiant's
on everybody
bottom
here if they want to
tower
stand a
is
chance
under
of keeping these barracks
Radiant's
alive.
bottom tower
It's
has
just
fallen.
Watson and Fishman at the moment. That won't be enough. The swap is out. The buybacks are there. Collapse needs to make his way out of this one now. They don't have Yatoro. They don't have Larl. It's just one core.
But where's the
He's
goal?
not strong enough to fight up against everyone. Surely he's not.
I mean, he needs to hit it first.
Stormstormer still chasing. Still chasing.
But
I mean,
Gabbi,
look at the
Blink's
back
cancelled by
away.
Edge.
They might be able to go for this. But the team, they just can't catch up. Why is this guy so fast? It's just a hedgehog. He's not even blue.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Turn around is there. The damage comes in. They get to that soft, fluffy belly, and they'll rip through him. Collapse is gone. Entity, another day, another high ground defense. Gabbi keeping them in the game with these calls.
Is taking so much from Entity to get to that point. It's not the first fight, the second fight, it's like the third mini fight in the entire engagement where they finally connect on the key spells, and yes, he fully executes them with it instantly and then eventually chases down the bristleback. For Entity, they are trying to get Rochelle. I mean, this should be pretty free for them. This is in no way gonna be an issue. Over Agnes, who's gonna get it? Okay, Fishman doesn't even question it. He instantly just takes it. It's all mine.
Give me
Thank you.
acronyms. Halfway through building his, he's already got his point booster. It's like you can basically afford his own ags.
Oh, cheeky
And
little
he's like,
Vlad.
no.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So he opted to go for no buyback, but Vlad. Okay.
Well, he's got an ag, so why do you need a buyback?
True. I think it's illusion will
buyback
die
if you
in
don't
about
buy.
4 seconds to a bristle quill, but you know.
Yes, I agree. I think this ag purchase, this ag steal is kind of, I'd say bad, but I would say not good.
The same in general from Entity has been a little bit awkward. It's not as,
Dire's bottom
I'd
tower
say,
is under attack.
fine-tuned as I think we've seen them in the DPC.
How much pussy pudding can we do? Just stepping around. There's one of these.
I mean, this is the first.
though.
Okay,
It's not
I've always
draft, which
been
is
on
meant to
panel
be
for.
nice, clean Dota, is it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I've always been on panel for
Dire
TI. This is the first time I'm casting at TI, so it's like, how honest can I be in these scenarios? I'm down for chat to give me the pass. Like, can I be honest? Do I want to sugarcoat? Like, what's the vibe on these scenarios? Because yeah, we're doing a little bit of tiptoeing, I'd say, just a little bit. And you know, any fight at the high ground has looked quite exceptional. So for Spirit,
Yeah.
are they going to run back into the high ground? Are they going to look for the pick?
Dire
Will
are
Yatoro
scanning.
get called? So many
All
questions.
of them
Okay.
all coming up
Yeah.
in Entity versus Team Spirit. Buy the next manga issue today.
I don't really know what to go with, but Twitch did just say full send it, so.
All right.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
And here we go. Team Spirit back on the high ground once again. Collapse. He wants some buildings. Oh my god. Let's see. Turret landing on Stormstormer. In comes the hook to save him. Buy him a little bit of time. Manta illusions, honestly, not doing a ton. They don't have much stats on Worker, but in comes Collapse. He's bringing the real damage. Another day. Another torrent coming out onto Stormstormer. Hex out onto Hutch. Hutch, he didn't get off the Fletchy either, so he's not that tanky, but they do get off the Dismember onto the Bristleback. In the background, Kataomi and Fallen, but they will get collapsed. Gabbi once again, finding the place, finding the call. Yatoro, though, he's coming forward. This time he's got a shield runes health mat as well. It is running out kind of soon, though. Maybe, just maybe, Gabbi can find the entry once again. Can he pull it off? Oh, he's actually going to make the call onto Mira. I'm not sure about this one, my guy. He's now going to get beaten on down. BKB out, but not going to make it back to the fountain. Down goes the Yak. 124 seconds. Stormstormer, he's going to get X back in, and he's gone as well, and that should be it.
Stop so easy.
You sound very more
I am. No, I am disappointed. I was kind of getting ready for like the start of a beautiful comeback. You know, Entity, they hit their spells. They probably like discuss like, this is it. This is our fight construct to win the game. I was ready for this storyline, and then like I looked back up and I'm like, oh, Spirit just won.
Yeah, they certainly did, yeah. It looked like in the first place they kill off Collapse, but Yatoro finally got a chance to enter the fight and deal the damage that he needed.